Hi, welcome back to Picayune Conversations. If you're new here, I'm Lindsay, and I'm usually sitting next to Calvin, but today you just get me and this little nugget that I found. It feels pretty on brand, if I'm being honest, for what I want to talk about today, and just me in general, I would say. I want to talk about something deceptively simple. So hopefully this won't turn into me rambling for the next 20 minutes. It's simple in the way that good therapy usually is, which is to say it sounds obvious until it quietly reorganizes like how you see yourself and everything around you. Love those light bulb moments. I feel like a lot of people right now are walking around with this vague sense of something is off. Not falling apart, maybe, not fine, just off. And the mistake I feel like we tend to make is assuming that feeling, it means everything is wrong. And Adlerians don't think that way. We think discouragement is specific. And if we can figure out where it lives, we can usually do something about it, make a different kind of movement. So today I want to talk about, again, but in a different way, the crucial C's and how figuring out which one is missing can tell you exactly where to start with your discouragement. I hear this constantly in my office, and honestly, I feel it a lot myself sometimes. People will say, I don't know, I just feel off. Not depressed, not anxious exactly, just off. Flat, a little disconnected from their own spark, we'll say. And here's what I want to say really clearly. When something feels off, it's almost never everything, even though that is how it feels. Discouragement has a kind of specificity to it. It usually means one essential thing is missing, not that you're broken as a whole person. I don't know about you, but that makes me feel a smidge better, just saying it. Adlerians, I feel like, have this really elegant way of understanding this concept, and it comes from what we call the crucial C's, capital C, little s. And no, they're not motivational poster material, although that would make really good poster material. They're more, for lack of a better word right now, after 7 sessions, they're more diagnostic. They tell us where the system is leaking. And there are 4 of them. And the order matters, I think. They are connected, feeling capable, feeling like you count, or like what you do matters and is significant, has a purpose, that who you are and what you do makes a difference, and courage. And before I explain them a little bit more, here's the headline, we'll say. You don't build courage first. You don't build confidence first. You build belongingness first. Connection, let's think of it as the soil, and everything else grows out of that. So I'm going to walk through them, hopefully briefly, that's my intention. And as I do, I want you to notice which one your body reacts to. Not which one you think you should need. Again, not the right answer, more the true answer. Which one hits a nerve? Connected is like this sense that I belong. I have a place. I'm not alone in the world. Not that everyone likes me. Not that I'm never lonely. Just that there is a relational home base somewhere. And when connection is shaky, people don't usually say, I feel disconnected. Unless you're my daughter. She sometimes says that. Therapist child. When it's shaky, people don't usually say that, though. They say things like, what's the point? Or I feel invisible. Or I don't really want to reach out. I want to go into a cave, right? Then comes capable. This is the felt sense of I can figure things out. Not perfection, not mastery, just basic self-trust. And when capability is low, people tend to overthink, procrastinate, look for reassurance that they don't actually want or need, by the way. The next one is count. This one's kind of sneaky. It's the sense that what I do matters, that my effort registers, that I'm useful and not just busy. And when people don't feel like they count, myself included in this, they either overfunction or they disappear, sometimes both. And last up, courage. I remembered all of them. So finally, we have courage. Courage is not fearlessness. It's a common misconception. We've talked about this on another podcast. I can't remember which one specifically, but it is the willingness to move towards something that we think will contribute to us and or to others, even though the outcome is uncertain, or while we're a bit afraid. Okay? It's action in the presence of uncertainty. But courage can't be summoned just out of thin air. It rests on the other three. Venture to say always it does. So here's the question I ask clients, parents, couples, supervisees, and honestly myself. Which crucial C feels the weakest right now? Or which one do you feel the least? And just as important, by the way, which one feels the strongest? Which one is like kind of your anchor right now? Because discouragement usually shows up where one of the C's is majorly underfed, not where all of them are gone. So here's where it gets, well, I think it gets really interesting and very Adlerian. If you can name the C that feels the lowest or needs the most help, or the weakest, if you like to use that word, the next step is not positive thinking. That's basically gaslighting yourself. It's not affirmations. It's not just try harder. It's memory. And what I mean is, in my sessions, I'll often say, tell me about a time in your life when you did feel that C, insert C, even a little, even briefly, that you felt it. Let's say capability feels lowest right now. And someone tells me a story from 10 years ago, or childhood, or even last year. Something small. They figured something out, they survived something, they handled something. At first, they'll give me all the details, the setting, the characters, the context, and then we strip it. I think those are Calvin's words. You strip the story of all the little details. So we strip it down, we take the story down to its bones. What did you do? Literally, what did you do? What was your movement? Who did you involve or not involve, right? What did you say yes to? What did you tolerate not yet knowing? Because here's the truth, Adlerian truth, I'll say. You don't need a new personality to solve a new problem. You need access to an old one. Whatever you did then, in principle, whatever that strategy is, can usually be copied and pasted into the present, just with new packaging. The past, try and see if I can make this as corny as possible. The past is not a prison. It's more of a parts bin. That's a little clunky, but past is not a prison. It's a parts bin. Encouragement, real encouragement, is helping people remember themselves more accurately, more completely. So if something feels off right now, ask yourself which crucial C feels the weakest, feels the lowest, or needs the most boost right now. Then ask, when have I felt this before? Not to relive it, to learn from it. We have the answers inside of us. Discouragement isn't a character flaw. It's information. It's feedback. Or as I dorkily like to say, it's a flare in the sky, trying to tell you something about what you need or what you value or both. So if you take nothing else with you today, take this. Discouragement is not a diagnosis. Not a pathological one necessarily anyway. It's information. It's a flare in the sky trying to give us feedback about what we need or value. You already know how to feel connected, capable, like you count, and courageous. You've done it before. The work is remembering how. Remembering how and letting yourself reuse those moves in a new chapter. Same strategy, different chapter. You don't need a personality transplant. You just need encouragement. And that can be re-upped whenever we like. So, I'm not sure, I think I'm at around 10 minutes. Hopefully I nailed that. So thanks for listening to Picayune Conversations yet again. And next time Calvin will probably be with me. He's probably skiing somewhere in Colorado. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask. And if this landed, maybe, because it's the holidays, send it to someone who's been feeling a little off and maybe doesn't even know why yet. And happy holidays and a happy new year to you and yours. See you next time. Bye.